We continue our look now at John Boel's favorite stories over his 36 years in Louisville. And this one is different because it's personal. John's daughter, Brianna, almost died 12 years ago when she and her friend, they were hit by a car on Hurstbourne Lane. This was more of a video essay on taking things for granted and people coming through for you in times of crisis. I'd become bored by the back-to-school routine over the years until a traumatic set of circumstances right before back-to-school day in 2013 taught me a lot of lessons.
I don't know what other choice to do.
We stalk our kids with video cameras. Paparazzi parents, shooting every move, shedding every tear, rain or shine. But somewhere along the line, the novelty of back to school wears off until something happens that teaches some of us lessons we can't learn in school.
Want to respond with EMS and police on a motor vehicle accident.
A 14-year-old hit while crossing Hurstbourne Lane by a car traveling 45 miles an hour. The windshield smashed from the impact of her skull. A call to the parents from the coroner. But this time, the accident victim on the news is my child.
Now, John says his daughter, Brianna, has had surgeries for broken bones and also head injuries.
It's summer vacation, but suddenly we are forced to recall many of the things we learned long ago, like how to pray, how a bad night's sleep in intensive care can be the best night of sleep, how people we've never met who've been there before show up to encourage us in our darkest hours.
You're an angel, so that's all that matters. No problem at all. I had to come out. Somebody told me about the day. As soon as I heard it, I had to come out. It's really a blessing, so just be thankful. It's going to be a process, but I'm a prime example. I did the exact same thing, and you'll do that.
Kevin Ware's U of L basketball team knows teamwork is something you practice. Brianna Boel's high school dance team practices teamwork, even when it involves something they never practiced for. In life, you learn teamwork is two dads spending their Father's Day morning building a wheelchair ramp in the rain. And in life, our report card may be filled with problems. Skull fracture, bleeding brain, broken leg and wrist. But doctors get A's for a reason. They can fix what's broken. This mangled leg is reassembled with rods. This fractured head is sewn back together. Before long, a wheelchair never looked so good. And when everything is so nearly taken away, just being able to do what the others can do is a big deal. Like going back to school without a wheelchair, without crutches, without brain damage. A surprise A on her progress report before school even starts. A realization there are students and parents not as lucky, not able to value this day. Lessons learned and lessons to be learned. Some of them not from books.
Changes your perspective.
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my whole life was I came home from to take a break from the hospital. And that picture, you saw it in there, of my two buddies on Father's Day building a wheelchair ramp. I had no idea they were doing that. I mean, just over and over, the acts of kindness, Kevin Ware coming up, obviously, and the team. It was amazing. And to be fair, Myra, people were so wonderful in the aftermath of that. But I did get several people reached out on Facebook who were wonderful. They were not bitter, who told me about their situations with their kids. And they did not come out as well as my kid. They either died or had major long-term problems. Yet they were happy for me, you know?
Yeah. You talk about Brianna all the time.
Yeah, so
all the time, and she's doing great.
She's in third year in med school, doing clinical rotations. She was going to wanted to be an orthopedic doctor, like the guy that put her back together again. But she's doing different rotations, and she's kind of leaning toward maybe surgery or psychiatry right now. But she's doing great.
Did that incident put her in that trajectory?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And changed my mind about. And the doctor who put her back together allowed her to shadow here over the years, and so they've become really tight. You know, but it's just a wonderful story. I feel terrible for the people. It didn't turn out that way.
I know.
No.
I know.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And you are such an amazing dad to be by her side.
Thank you.
We love you. All right. We'll be right back.